Here's the impression of it, though. He is asked, will you move to DH if they ask you to? No. That's him
No.
talking. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all he
You.
said. Well,
Thank you
that's
for
not all he
clarification.
said, but he did not need the interpreter for that question because he just said no. And he said it almost like a child, be like, no, I'm not going to do that. He is adamant. I don't know if that came across in his comments, which were very, very staunchly against moving from being the third baseman. And you get the sense that he would, and we can ask Rob Bradford about this, but he would rather leave the team. You get that sense, than leave third base. If they make him the DH, he did not say absolutely no, I wouldn't want to be traded. He said kind of whatever happens, happens. And whatever the team want, as these comments were coming out, it was a little bit like, was this correct? And a lot of Red Sox Twitter, which is a great, place to be, is especially days like that. No, I love them. I'm part of it, so I will say that. But the alternating translating of the translators translation of Rafael Devers, of people on Twitter, people saying, oh, this quote, actually he didn't say that, actually he didn't, actually the translator said this or that. It was a back and forth about what did Rafael Devers actually say, and did he say like, oh, this is a business and I thought I was lied to, and then people said, oh no, he didn't actually say that. It was wild to hear Rafael Devers' comments, and then to hear Alex Cora immediately responding to these comments, because he then was up next to the media and asked about these comments, which was also just as it unfolded was kind of like, wait, how far is this going to go in terms of spiraling out of control?
Well, and then Cora said, and absolutely did not side with Devers, and he was very diplomatic. He said he has a lot of pride. We know that. Here, it's not about Bregman or Devers or Cora. It's about the Boston Red Sox. Whatever decisions we make are going to be for the benefit of the team, which is the right thing to say. So is this, do you think this ends up working itself out? Or are you a little nervous like, hey, we got Bregman, that's a huge signing. The Red Sox have had a pretty decent offseason, and now we have derision all of a sudden?
Yes. So first of all, I think the way Alex Cora is handling this is perfect. That answer could not have been better. He knows what he's doing. Alex Cora is the best manager in Major League Baseball right now. And he is handling this, not knowing what Devers said and being asked about it, is like he was put in a spot that was a little bit, not one that he expected, I don't think, because they did talk to Devers on Friday, and I don't think he expected Devers to come out and outwardly be like, no, I'm not moving. But he's right. It's for the best for the team. And I think that is what Alex Cora, when he then, of course, will talk to Devers about this, will impress upon him and say, look, this is about the team. And he said this in his comments. He said, I've been with this kid for, I think it's like 8 years now. He's worked with Rafael Devers since he was a kid. He is a kid. He's young in terms of baseball player ages, I think. And I think, will get through to him. And I think this will blow over. And I don't think this will turn into some kind of standoff where Devers requests a trade or something like that.
Yeah.
I think he's a little hot right now. Bregman was also working out at third yesterday, and Devers was indoors, was reportedly what was going on there, the scene in Fort Myers. So I think Devers is a little hot. Tensions were running a little hot. And I think he was a little overwhelmed with like, what's going to happen to me in my future? And am I going to be moved and my value is going to go down? And he was a little freaking out a little, but I think it will all smooth out. I think it will die down. And I don't think this will turn into a blow up into a whole thing.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it'll settle down a little bit. And I think part of the equation here, and we'll talk with Rob about this as well, is what Christian Campbell, who is their big-time prospect. And so where is he going to play? Does he start in the majors this season? Do they start him off in the minors? So if he starts with the big league club, then that makes it a more difficult decision as well. Where is he going to play? So there's a lot of moving parts here, but I'm kind of like you. I think in the end, when the initial shock wears off, I feel like, or I would hope if you're a Red Sox fan, like cooler heads prevail here.
Yes, and I wonder what will happen if the scenario exists that opening day, Christian Campbell is at second base, Alex Bregman is at third, and Rafael Devers is the DH. How will that be handled by Rafael Devers? Because I think they need to talk him off the ledge almost of like, we're not going to trade you. So this is your option, is to, for the best of the team, be the DH.
we all love it. I mean, this is great. This is the greatest press conference that we've had in a long, long time because it was bizarre, it was pointed, it was honest, it stirred up controversy, all of it. If you want to get into should he be playing third base over Alex Bregman? No, he shouldn't be playing third base over Alex Bregman. But I thought that they might placate him for a year. They certainly have a spot at second base where Bregman would be good. But, if we're talking about what is best for the Boston Red Sox, it's Rafael Devers DHing and Alex Bregman playing third. But to come back to his reaction to it, you hear a smattering of it with Trout. We've heard it millions of times from other players. It is what it is. If somebody told me, I don't think I ever remember someone retiring after switching positions, especially someone with 9 years left of his contract. So in the short term, it's great. I love it. It certainly offers some little spiciness.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is fantastic, Rob. Hearing these quotes come out, I mean, as it was happening yesterday, was great. Like, you have, first of all, the Alex Bregman excitement, and then kind of back down to, wait, there is some kind of controversy going on, and then Alex Cora's response to this. So as this was happening, I kind of heard this as, does this blow up into something bigger where it is something that drags out a little bit and is a conversation between Alex Cora and Devers that doesn't go well, or so will this die down and everything will settle and get figured out, or does this blow up into something bigger?
This is where, Lucy, I just say no.
Okay.
No. Just because Rafael Devers has trademarked that now.
Correct.
It is something that is going to continue, and this is one of the reasons. Lucy, that we, for years upon years upon years, when the Red Sox were rolling, they were good, and they had all these stars. This is sort of a time-honored tradition where you get on the bench and we have some sort of controversy, and it's great. And it lingers throughout spring training, and you had something to talk about other than Alan Webster throwing 99 miles an hour. So it was, this is gonna linger. Now I'll say this: it could absolutely play out where all of a sudden Rafael Devers lands at third base, and it's a non-story. Like, that could happen, but for the time being, he isn't even out on the field right now. That's not going to happen until next week. And also, Rafael Devers came to camp. He is not in great shape. He's not doing himself any favors in terms of changing the narrative about him being a better fielder. So he's going to have to go out there and actually, when he does play third base, show that he can function, and maybe he just lands with Bregman's at second. But to answer your question, Lucy, undeniably, in the next couple of weeks, 3-4 weeks maybe, this is going to be the be-all, end-all when it comes to the Red Sox conversation. And look, it's Adam Ottavino did sign a minor league deal with them today, but it's not going to push Rafael Devers off the map, no.
Rob, I'm laughing. You know what I love about this is that you're so about it could be any drama. Like, your excitement for baseball season is so, like, it's just coming through the airwaves. That you're just all about however this plays out, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, again, like, this is a time-honored tradition. I mean, it used to be anyway. We had a smattering of it with Stroman. I'm not going to be a reliever. I'm going to be a smart starter. That was like the appetizer, right? That was sort of just the ripple. Like, that was nothing. Like, this was the main course. This was like, all right, we need one of these at least every spring training, and then we get into the million other things. And this is one of the great things about spring training. We're totally probably overreacting to everything, but that's what we do. We're going to overreact to a guy that everyone is going to be calling Jesus Made, who is his real name is Jesus Made for the Brewers, but everyone's going to be like, hey, who's this Jesus Made guy hitting 800 against 85-mile-an-hour straight balls for the Brewers? That's what spring training's all about. So I think that I just like that we have this launching pad that is this Rafael Devers press conference.
Oh, of course. Now there's a third base controversy, and now we have something that, for whatever, it's crazy to think that it overshadows Tristan Casas' entrances into spring training, which I always enjoy. But
Lucy. That was Lucy. The biggest breaking news yesterday before the Devers press conference was when I asked Tristan Casas where his beard was, and he said it was in his sewer system. I mean, like that little, like that, he could have said anything. Oh, he's saying I should. No, it's in his sewer system. So thank you, Tristan. Yes, go ahead.
As you know better than anybody, he gives the best answers that you could imagine. He's very, very literal, I think, on purpose. So that, calling you Rob Brad, I think also was great of him as well. But it also overshadowed the story of your glasses, Rob. And I did just need to ask.
Oh.
You lost your glasses to start spring training, and I did have to ask, have you acquired new glasses?
No, so in case what you're talking about is this is what another thing spring training's all about, right? It's not about player acquisition. It's about a reporter sitting in the back of a interview that gets caught on camera fiddling around with his sunglasses and poking himself in the eye and and for some reason not being able to have the most basic function of human life of putting on the glasses and then of course that goes viral and there you go. There's spring training conversation for the next 3 weeks. I'm all about it. But so I lost my glasses. I'm blind. And Lucy, you've been around me. I take my glasses off. I lost my glasses. I have prescription sunglasses, so that's what I'm left with. These $900 prescription sunglasses. And so when we were interviewing Trevor Story, I couldn't see if my tape recorder was on. So I kept trying to put on these sunglasses while holding my recorder in one hand, and then it just went awry. And I knew the camera was on me. I knew it. I knew that camera was on me, and I'm saying, Trevor Story, please don't say anything interesting right now because I know they're going to clip this, and unfortunately he did. And then, so to answer your question, no, I right now I'm about to walk. I'm about to walk into the Braves complex with sunglasses and those $20 readers you buy at CVS dangling around my neck.
I love it. Well, the best part of that video, too, was that you put the sunglasses on and that you didn't poke your eye out. It was great. But also that you took them off after checking to see if the tape recorder was going. So that part I did enjoy. So I really hope that you do take up the Zenny suggestion because Zenny is a good site to buy glasses, and I hope you do. But I also I would love to know who you think is going to be the third baseman for the Red Sox on opening day, should you see the game.
Oh, yeah. I think Alex Bregman will be probably. Okay. I think that this is the, we're easing into the Rafael Devers DH world. And how can you not play Gold Glover at third base? Because the other part of this is that they have options at second base. I mean, Vaughn Grissom was working out there yesterday. Christian Campbell's one of the top prospects in baseball. He might be ready. David Hamilton's there. He's a pretty good player. They have options at second base. So I think that they'll be third base and they'll play third base. But I'm telling you, man, I appreciate you appreciate my enthusiasm because yesterday, we were all shot out of a cannon. We all sort of woke up and say, oh, hey, you know what? We can stop talking about how many chicken wings we're going to get at Twin Peaks tonight, and we're going to go. We're actually going to be able to talk about baseball.